formulate our opinions on the Motorola Zoom. Just came out, so you know.
Hold on. Justin Robert Young, what's up?
Oh, is it these guys again? These guys?
Oh, is it these guys again?
You want me to hold off? Hey, guys, we may need to hold off for like 30 minutes because Justin is in bumper-to-bumper traffic on his way up to Petaluma.
Buffer-to-buffer traffic?
All right. You got the pre-show on Twit.
Buffering traffic?
He's late while he's buffering.
Traffic.
This traffic is buffering slowly.
He's got a butt burr all the way up to Petaluma.
Hey, I heard that interview on NPR, by the way.
Dude, how great was that interview?
That was awesome. I was like, yes, I've actually read part of that book live on the air.
You know what? Maybe we should actually play the interview because I don't think we've ever played it on the live stream. Or I guess we played it on the live stream, but it's never been a part of the episode. I am talking to the folks over at Twit because you, in your irresponsible time management, are sitting on the highway. I'm covering your ass.
So,
Okay.
I thought that photo that...
Don't sweat it, man. We'll take care of it. Okay.
He's already read a paragraph.
I've read close to a whole chapter of that book.
Yeah, I know. I've read...
You've read
I've
the
read
more
more than
uncomfortable.
Yes,
the more
exactly.
uncomfortable.
Okay.
Goodbye, guys. Have fun with Brian.
Why are you leaving? Don't leave.
I don't know.
I gotta
You
go.
told us we were leaving.
I'm leaving.
No, you guys should. Ron Richards, you hang around because we've got apparently 30 minutes to kill till Justin actually shows up.
Well,
Ron
Brian
Richards.
Brushwood, I have a meeting at 8 o'clock that I need to get to San Francisco for, and I can only be on. I'm only allowed to be on air with you for no more than 3 minutes.
Yeah, well, let's make those 3 minutes count, all right? So let's start by talking what you're up to today. What are you up to in general?
Start from the beginning, Ron.
Start from the beginning. Well, I got up
Chapter
at 6:30 and I went to the gym.
No, not this day. I mean modern days, like because you're still working at the. God damn it! Why can I not remember the name of the site that you write all the comic book stuff on?
iFanboy?
Yes.
Still doing the iFanboy. Still doing.
No, but I thought there was a different name, graphically or something.
Yeah. No, we joined graphically 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago now. Yeah. So we're still rolling on. We had some great coverage up this week. With the Hugh Jackman photo from Wolverine was released yesterday, and some other stuff happened today. I don't remember. I don't read my own site.
So tell me this: what should I? As a kid, I was crazy into all the comic books, and then as an adult, only when somebody hands me something and says you must read, do I read. And so that's how I got into The Walking Dead. That's also how I got into Lock and Key. Got all the way up on Lock and Key, and now I'm sitting there in love with my iPad 3 Retina display and the way it could do comic books, but I don't know what I should be into next.
I'm gonna solve your problem. It's gonna be a temporary solution though, because it's a new series and there's only 6 issues out, but you can go get them and it will rock your world. And it is called Saga.
Oh, dude, I beat you to it. I totally said Saga. I read the first 2 episodes of that. They sent it over to us because they thought that maybe there would be a tie-in that we could have one of the folks on Frame Rate. And I was blown away, man.
Yep.
I loved the first 2 episodes. The remaining 4 just as good.
Oh yeah, no, it's the best. It's the best new comic of this year. It is the number 1 comic. It's fantastic. Yeah, I love it. Science fiction, great sci-fi, really relatable, really clever. Brian K. Vaughan, the guy who wrote Why the Last Man, wrote it. So
yes.
Yeah, he was a writer on Lost back in the day. So yeah, he knows what he's doing. It's good stuff.
Cool.
I didn't know that Brian K. Vaughan wrote for Lost.
Yeah, for like 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so who's the guy that
Wrote
did
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
That didn't get answered.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the guy who wrote like Incorruptible or Invincible?
Oh, Mark Wade. He Irredeemable and Incorruptible. He's writing. There are 2 series he's doing right now that you should get. Is Daredevil over at Marvel. It's the best it's been in years. And then he just started doing a new Rocketeer series over at IDW, which is also one of the best new comics this year. Is the Rocketeer Cargo of Doom? It's called. So
and it's just the same Rocketeer that we remember from the movie.
Yep. Which was originally a comic. That's a comic movie,
An old one, right?
Yeah. From the 80s.
That, but I never read it.
Oh, it's great. Oh, you should totally go. You should go back and get The Old Rocketeer by Dave Stevens. It's amazing. It's like very like 1930s pulp hero kind of, you know, fighting Nazis and stuff like that.
So one of the things that we talked about, and I don't know if you even remember this, but like 4 years ago, maybe even like last month, 4 years ago, we were chatting at the Live Dignation in New York, and I was asking you if you on iFanboy had talked about the Marvel Digital Comics Initiative. And about how like there were things that I really liked about it, specifically the panel by panel view, but that the problem I had was, of course, that the spotty archives that they had, where it's like you get parts, you know, 2, 3, and 7 of the Secret Wars, and that's all that was available. Does there exist anywhere a full archive of that? Did you ever find out why it was so spotty when they first tried to institute it?
It's completely the challenge of getting content digitized and formatted and everything like that. Since we had that conversation in June of 2008, I think it was in Brooklyn. But anyway, I think that was in May or June because it was during Internet Week. But since that time, Marvel's just been cranking on digitizing and getting all their stuff done and digitized. So if you go to their app or if you go to their digital, they have a Chrome app, a web-based app, and that sort of thing. The library is much more wider and more in depth, and they're releasing stuff as it comes out every week, as well as filling that back catalog. I don't know if they've done everything, but they're working to get everything done. It's just there's a lot of comics out there.
They originally were doing like you pay $100 a year, and it was just all you could eat. You just
they still have that subscription model on their web product. Not on the iOS or Android product. So
that's too bad.
Yeah, when we're offline next time we hang out, I could tell you over a couple beers. I could tell you some back of the room stories about why that's the case. But not for public. Sorry, guys. Sorry,
public. That public, screw you. You're screwed.
All right, I really got a jet though because I gotta get back to the city. Brian,
That's all right. No, seriously, start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Brian, let's talk soon. Shoot me an email. Let's catch up, dude.
You got it, man. Take care, Ron.
All right.
Always good to see you guys.
Good job. See you.
Hey, good to see you again, Ron.
Always a pleasure. Sorry,
Yeah.
whichever.
All right, so let me turn the.
I will.
Have you guys seen the Stan Lee documentary, by the way?
Yes.
On Netflix?
Yes, it's great.
It's awesome. Everybody should check it out.
Yeah.
I can't believe the interaction between him and his wife. It was just like, oh, that's so adorable.
He's quite the showman.
Yeah.
He just canceled a bunch of con appearances, and everyone's worried he's going to die.
Yeah. I would be worried, too.
Yeah, he's 91.
Have you seen him lately?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, no, I've interviewed him a bunch of times. And
Yeah.
I do a lot of work with his company and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yep. All right, I'm out.
Later.
See ya.
Be safe. See you next week. Oh, is your buddy on next week?
I got to find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
He might be. Keep it open.
Later.
It was pretty
See you
cool.
later.
Can't believe during the war he was. I don't want to give away the whole thing, but during the war he was listed as a. Darn it! I can't remember what he was listed as. So he was writing, in the war because he was in World War II, and then shoot, what was it? Screenwriter, maybe, or something like that. He had a special designation, and there was only like 14 of these people. And like all these famous people were listed with him. You know, he's a comic book writer, and then there's all these like super famous playwrights and stuff. I think either Arthur Miller or somebody was like, you know, in the war as well, listed as a screenwriter. There was only a few people listed as screenwriter during the whole war, and he got to be one of them. It was really cool.
Hey, so Jason.
Yes.
I don't mean this with any disrespect, but like, why the hell did you chicken out of playing in the movie draft? And that might have sounded like I secretly did mean disrespect, in which case that's exactly what I meant.
No, I mean, I'll tell you honestly, I knew for a fact, given the kind of logistics of running that show, that was a challenge for me to run not participating. And I just didn't want to slow it down because I knew there was no way I was going to keep caught up with everybody else because I hadn't even looked at the movies in the draft, or B, like give any sort of cohesive anything as far as like voting and stuff. Like honestly, I was over my head with just the show, let alone also then trying to think about everything we were talking about.
All right, well, fair enough.
I wanted to, honestly, I so wanted to. If someone were switching it, I would have done it happily because I had a lot of fun the first time, and I was bummed not to make it back the second time. But maybe another time I can get someone to switch it. It was just logistically there was so much going on.
But now did you form your own team at the end?
form my own team?
Yeah, because you get to participate. In the general.
No, I didn't actually. No, but maybe I should. Apparently, I'll go there now.
Okay, so
You're trying to make me feel bad.
no, I'm just saying it's not too late. You can still participate. You can still be in there.
You're true. You're right.
But okay, so as somebody who watched it all go down, were you able to pay attention to who was doing what and who you felt like had the best chances?
I have to take a look and see the picks again because, quite honestly, it was kind of a blur. What is it? So it's NSFW draft.nsfwshow.com.
Yeah, that's exactly where you want to go. And for some reason, I'm receiving just like black screen. I don't know if any other people are getting that as well.
That's John.
Let me see here. I thought. Let's see here. Who?
We had to change the profile, Brian, so it'll be
No worries.
in a second.
I trust you.
You've got a shot, Brian. There's a couple in there that could go either way.
I on purpose did wild cards, stuff that sensibly you would not go for, but that I felt like had the biggest opportunity to surprise. Wreck-It Ralph is a big question mark.
Yeah, that's a really big one. Yep.
It could be Toy Story or it could be Bolt, and nobody knows which one it'll be, right?
And even if it's Bolt, that's not horrible, but still not amazing.
My kids are dying to see it, so
yeah.
See, and your kids
I am too.
Well, I mean, but of course you're wanting to see it for all the awesome nostalgia video games that you loved as a kid and so on.
Yep.
But your kids just don't even know. They're like, they just want to see it.
They're like, oh, that's funny. I want to go see it. Yeah. The guy he gets hit in the head. Ha ha. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And then what is it? Like Looper is a big question mark because it could be. It's a very heady kind of movie. It could be an Inception, or it could be just a waste. Just
man,
a nothing.
it looks really good though. I'm really curious.
Who let Tom have The Hobbit?
Tom went. Yeah, Tom went for the Hobbit is about all I'm getting, and then we'll see what else I get to. And that happened at the end, so he held out for a long period of time. That could be a really good bet. So he's got the Hobbit, and then Sarah's got the Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn. Those are the two that you're like, okay, those are guarantees. How much pull are they actually going to have?
That's sad to say.
And that was the only other big win. And I don't know how it happened. And if you go back and watch the replay, like clearly I'm as shocked as anyone else. I like the fact that you're looking at me and I can point at you right here. Like there you are, sir.
Hey,
what? But I can't believe I got Lincoln for $11.
That was a steal. Absolutely, that was a crazy steal. I think that'll do really well.
Yeah,
I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis, the dude wins Academy Awards.
But that doesn't necessarily make money, though.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So was this more a fall movie draft or winter movie draft?
We say winter because it's cold outside. We don't really pay attention. I actually don't know when the seasons begin or end, to be honest.
Like, is the next one going to be the spring?
Summer. It'll be summer. We're not, because spring, like come February, which is technically still in the winter, you're already clearly thinking about summer,
totally.
Right? There's really only 2 seasons. And plus also, it's like even for the summer movie draft, everything's pretty much over by August 1st anyway. There's no big surprises there at the end.
Mm-hmm. Les Miserables. I think Scott was way over...
What did he pay for that? Like $30 or something?
Yeah, he has a lot of faith in Les Miserables, and I don't know if that's necessarily...
I don't know. My wife loves it. But you know what? I'm not sure that... Would you really go see it, though?
That's
or would you just
like,
wait for it to come out?
I don't know. And I guess the musical version of it, so, true fans of that...
Yeah.
That was the other thing is somebody said, Gamer Kato over Twitter just said that he thought I had the steal of the draft in Cloud Atlas. But here's the thing. Cloud Atlas is very polarized. Like half the critics are like, they failed, it didn't work. The other half are like, it's exceptional, it's exquisite. So it's one of those, like, it's either going to be The Matrix or it's going to be Speed Racer. But yeah, there's no way to really know going into it either way.
Again, that one looks pretty cool.
It looks awesome, and that's the one thing I'm really excited about. Is all the movies that I got is that I'm genuinely excited about watching each of those.
Yeah, you're going to see all of those for sure. Well, Paranormal Activity 4, Really? Is that still like?
Oh, dude, that's a money maker. And I
Really?
heard some inner rocket sauce. I'm not going to say who or how, but I definitely found myself talking to the person in charge of the practical effects for that show, and I found out that what they were doing for the theme of it, and I think they made themselves relevant again with this one because all the previous ones have been set in a very specific time period, and this one they're trying something different.
Yeah, I mean, with that series, they run the risk of every time, do it. It's kind of at this point feels obvious that they're just kind of cashing in on the same idea but different location type approach. You know what I mean?
Hold on, I got this just in. I just got a special report.
Special report.
Right here, it says that Padre SJ says, "F a dog, Scamps Go Brian. Jack Reacher, or whatever the heck is the name of that crappy Tom Cruise movie I bought it named, is going to be the blockbuster of the season." So you heard it here first, folks.
Jack Reacher. Whew.
It's obviously a lot of confidence in that movie.
That's a name right there. Gotta say. Yeah, so let's take a look at Robert's picks here. Hotel Transylvania.
Now, actually, that one, I think he got that for like what, $11, $12?
Yeah, you got it early on. Yeah.
See, and I think he did well because I think that's going to probably do $100 million right there.
Wow, really? Wow.
Yep.
I think Frankenweenie's going to do well.
No, it will not, and the reason is
you are wrong. It's not.
This is not even my advice. This is advice that was given to me by John Tilton. He says, "Do you realize that that the highest grossing stop motion animation movie of all time was what did I say? Oh, it was dang it,
Pixar, Toy Story.
No,
stop motion. You're saying
Chicken Run. It was Chicken Run.
Oh yeah, okay.
It barely got over 100 million. Second place was Coraline with like 78 million or something like that. Freaking like the Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is genuinely one of the greatest movies ever created, and I will watch over and over and over again and explode with joy in my heart every time I watch it. And that one barely made like $20 million.
I still have not seen that movie.
Oh my God, we're not friends anymore. It's so good.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I've heard that it's really good. You
should put it on.
It came out a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
It came out in that weird vortex of time where I stopped watching movies because I started taking care of a baby.
Yeah, well, and see, I was a little bit ahead of you because I had a 4-year-old at the time, and I took my daughter to go see it. Penelope was like, I think 4 at the time, and it was amazing. Like the end credits happen, and some classic rock pops up, and just with a big grin on her face, Penelope jumps up and starts dancing in the aisle like she's just got so much joy in her from this. It was amazing, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
So great.
So Brian, I don't know if you heard this. Right after Diamond Club thing happened, I was on This Week in Google.
You're like, I was fired from.
Yeah, I was fired. That was the end of that.
I was asked never to come onto the Twit network again.
No, so I was on This Week in Google, and we're kind of trying to help out and everything. So Leo's like, "Oh, have you heard about this new book?" He's totally like, gaming it, like, "Oh, you really got everyone has to check this out." And of course, I had just read the part that I read, and so I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. I think I've heard about this." So I was playing along. And so Jeff Jarvis is sitting over here remotely, and so he's like had this puzzled look on his face, like, what are you guys talking about? So you can see him start typing, and he's like, wait a second, guys. The internet says this thing's a scam, like that. And we're like, oh, like, Jeff, you totally ruined it.
That's amazing, though. That's so perfect.
We were going on for like, I don't know, a good 3 or 4 minutes. Leo and I saying, "Oh yeah, that's right. That was based on that. Oh yeah, I've heard about this. It's really doing well. Everybody should go check this out. And of course, the chat room knows, right? But they're not able to say anything. And then Jeff's like, "Hey, guys, wait a second. I got to interrupt you here. Like this just in. The internet's saying this is a scam."
That's awesome, dude.
So it was kind of funny.
We're gonna shake the crime stick at this one.
That's right. Hold up, everybody! Don't go buy this just yet because it says right here.
That's awesome.
Funny.
So, how do you guys on All About Android handle the transition when like all the Apple jerks are doing their fan dance? They're like, "Look at us, we got a stupid thing."
We ask them to use their maps to help us find something,
Yeah.
That map.
and they're like,
What?
"Oh, wait."
The maps thing is a true boner. That's not a good situation.
Yeah,
And
it sounds
plus,
like
also, like even the. I'll tell you what, man. Say what you will about the maps. However, I got a counter argument there, sir. I've been clicking on this business non-stop. Hold on, let me find it. There you go. I've just been clicking this over and over and over again since I got it. 43 megabits up, 24 meg, or I'm sorry, 43 megabits down, 24 megabits up.
yeah,
Like that's amazing, man.
It must feel pretty good, now that you have LTE.
right.
Now that I do, finally, I do.
At least until Samsung goes to court.
Are they gonna steal my LTE?
No, I mean, it probably won't. It's just like
Yeah.
everything else that goes to court, right? But
They have a large number of LTE patents that they think they're gonna, reverse the trend and
Right,
smack down on Apple, but it's
Thank goodness.
questionable whether
If
that'll
there's
actually
one
work.
thing I'm clear on, it's that the consumer wins when giant mega corporations screw each other over. In
Totally,
court.
yeah, that's right.
every time.
That's right.
It's a bonanza for the students.
Things like removing maps before it's time. Actually, I think I was just seeing that it's kind of coming out that Apple had another year in the contract with Google Maps, and Apple removed it earlier than that. So it's just kind of of course Google's scrambling to try and get the app ready
Right.
for the App Store. Meanwhile, it's in this particular case, it's the users that kind of suffer based on the fact that Apple kind of has for lack of a better word, has a hard on for sticking it to Google basically.
Right. I thought it was funny how Google was like, right before the launch, right, of the iPhone 5, they're like, "Oh yeah, and look at this new cool little widget we have here." Like every day there was like a little bit of something, just like they were pulling anything what do we have that's ready? Let's throw it out there. We've got to get some attention. I thought that was kind of funny.
Like I was entertained by the Skyview 3D spin around thing or whatever until I figured out, and I'm surprised it took me like a week and a half to figure it out. But then all of a sudden I looked up, I'm like, wait a minute. This is a magic trick to distract us from the fact that there's no Google Street View.
I know, right?
Yeah.
The only way I was able to figure it out was because I kept trying to pan down even farther. And I was like, man, I wish there was a way for me to pan down all the way to street level so I could see how it would look from my point of view. Wait a minute.
Get me down there. I don't want to be flying like Superman anymore. I want to walk.
Exactly. Yeah, the Street View I think is much more valuable than the Sky View.
Yeah, the 3D kind of view is definitely cool to look at, though.
It's cool to look at, but it doesn't really have any practical value.
Right.
I mean, little practical value, not no practical value, but
By the way, I'll tell you what, I got something I want to show you guys here, but I'm going to hold off on just a second. But first, let me just say, Jonathan Strickland, if you are watching right now, then give us a call. Give me a call at NSFW Show on Skype. Hold on, let me just get rid of that. Go ahead and call me at NSFW Show on Skype.
Go ahead and take a picture of the screen and then
hold it
flip
up to a mirror.
And then, yes, hold it up to a mirror. That
there it is.
There it is.
Show on Skype. There, now I'll get rid of that. Sorry about that.
that's funny. Hey, I got to take off. Good to see you again, Brian, or talk
So
to you.
long, man. It was awesome. Good seeing you guys. If you need to, I'll sit here at this empty table all by myself, do an hour and a half of talking about nothing but this week in missing guests. Hold on.
we'll
In
see
fact,
ya.
speaking of which, I'm going to grab.
Thank
I got
you again.
Jonathan
Yeah, sure.
Strickland.
Awesome.
Yeah, whenever you need me.
YOLO.
Except for next
Hello, sir.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm well.
Okay.
Hold on.
Good.
Yeah. What? Dude, big day for you, man.
Yeah.
what just happened?
What?
Hey, there he is.
Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are dark.
I
man.
have every light in the house on right now.
Hey, John, I even noticed on Tech News today it was pretty dark. I had to do some post processing to ramp it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have a candle?
I know why, because the problem is that all my ceiling is really high, and I've got these recessed lights, so that's why you get the nice little shine over here.
Excellent.
But
I'll tell you what. Actually, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity while you guys are chatting. I'm going to run off and grab a drink and go to the bathroom while we're waiting on Justin, and then we'll get started. But so you guys are in charge. I'm going to leave you guys.
Boom.
what can I do with this here?
Yeah, I just heard water running.
Yeah, that's my wife.
I'm casting from the kitchen.
Yeah, well, I'm in my living room, so I'm.
My camera is attached to my sink.
Yeah.
Did you catch the draft?
I didn't. I was. They were debating on pulling me in for Veronica's spot.
Yes.
And I was watching at that point, and I thought about doing it, but I actually had an errand I needed to run.
Yeah.
So it turned out. See,
I'm guaranteed you'll get pulled into that at some point.
Yeah, that's effective right there, right?
And at least at this point, because it came so close. Oh, there we go. That's kind of spooky. Are you using the flashlight trick?
I'm using a lamp on my lap.
Okay.
Lamp.
That doesn't sound very safe.
I live life on the edge, Jason.
That's NSFW show in a nutshell.
The edge of life, that is where I live.
Living life on the edge and a very obvious state of panic the entire time.
Yeah, no, I'm not cool about it.
So you are the special guest tonight?
I am the special guest.
Excellent. Have you done the NSFW show thing before?
I was kind of, sort of. Did you turn off that light?
No.
Oh, did it just?
I put this light on to see if it helped you.
Oh, okay.
This one, does it help you any?
Well, I got a nice big bright spot in the background. Yeah, it doesn't really help. No, this is the first time I've done an NSFW. There was a time at South by Southwest where I was pulled on briefly for a special drunken NSFW shout out at some point, where I was just one person out of like 15 crammed into a little room, yelling.
Chad remembers this. Come on.
Mostly, I was making fun of Justin Robert Young because he was mangling words left and right, and I was not letting him. I was not letting it slide.
I remember that. I think I was the one who drove you, Tom Merritt, and Sarah. I don't know if you were in my car or someone else's car, and we took a wrong road, and so we had to go through this other part of Austin to get to. I don't know if you were in the car or not.
I wasn't in that car.
Yeah,
because we were tagging along whenever we could with Brian and Bonnie.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was that year.
Oh yeah, I was there too. Actually, I think that was when I met you.
No way.
Yeah, that was when I met you for the first time, and you were using Motorola Droid.
Yeah,
and you were. Yeah.
It's funny because when we were talking about the fact that this isn't really a Nexus, it reminded me of the Droid, because the Droid was pretty much stock Android without overlay, but it wasn't a Nexus phone, and that kind of, it's funny because it reminded me of that phone. Yeah.
Chilled Wart. I do not hate NSFW show. If you're getting that impression, you are wrong. NSFW show is awesome and frightening at the same time. That's being a guest on the NSFW.
It's kind of like asking the question of, like, have you ever done improv comedy before?
Yeah, it's
like,
it's
it's
pretty
kind of
frightening. I gotta
same
say.
question. Like,
and pretty much the entire time that you're on the show, you have to just kind of accept the fact that you're saying something that's horribly offensive to somebody,
right,
and you're making yourself look like a complete ass.
Right.
But it's okay.
This is not going to be one of my prouder moments. I can already.
No, it never is.
Yeah,
it rarely is.
It'll be the thing that pushes you to your boundaries, and so you go, "Oh, that's my boundary. Oh, that's what I will not say live on air."
Oh, you mean I escaped only being called a racist? Okay, that was a good NSFW show appearance.
Right.
Like, that's the kind of thing that happens on NSFW show.
I'm aiming to avoid anything that's going to tag me as any ist.
Yes, exactly. You should try your best to avoid that. So somehow
Also,
it just happens.
I don't want to be an ick or an ist.
All right, so is this the oh crap, I'm on the NSFW show talk you're having right now?
This is a pep talk.
Ryan.
Okay,
Why don't you go get yourself another drink? We're easing me into this.
Okay,
situation.
all right. You know, that's exactly what I should do. But let me just say that what we're not going to do was our original idea, and this is how much we love you, Jonathan, is we did not decide that we would do a bit called "Did I write that or was that Hitler?" And in which we were going to grab quotes from things you had written on how stuff works.
Wow.
And then, or quotes from Mein Kampf, and then have to figure out which one is which.
You know, I wrote how Mein Kampf works, so that's not very fair.
Did you really?
No,
that'd be the best.
We were talking.
That's entirely a lie. Godwin's law works. So no, I didn't do that.
We
either.
decided to go a different direction. So
I did write how the Necronomicon works, and that is absolutely true. I really did write an article about how the Necronomicon works and how Cthulhu works.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Cthulhuist.
Yeah, Cthulhuist.
Cultist, I think you can say it.
Yeah.
That pretty much covers it, right?
So,
That's as bad as it gets, all right?
Yeah.
Today, anyway, so you're in the clear.
I got off look at my lighting. I mean, clearly I'm in some sort of coven.
Anton LaVey for sure, man.
Yeah, I had a little Crowley earlier. It's a little Alistair for you. We're just going to start naming Jack Parsons. Just start naming random occultists.
Random Satanists. All right. So I spoke to, this is interesting. People are over there hammering Padre SJ. Like, are you pro or anti Cthulhu? It's like, I don't know. I don't know that.
Where do you come down on the great bloop conspiracy?
What is bloop? What is that?
You haven't heard about the bloop? Okay, so off the coast of South America, quite a few hundred miles off the coast of South America, some undersea microphone arrays picked up an odd noise, and it was this very long, very low noise that I think lasts about 5 minutes long. When sped up to about a minute in length, or actually less than a minute, it sounds like bloop. And the thing was that people said, hey, what's amusing about this is that the ancient city of Rilye, where dead Cthulhu lies dreaming, is technically off the coast of South America. Could this perhaps be Cthulhu snoring?
Yes, I hope it is.
Yeah, so there was a lot of early theories that it was perhaps some sort of organic life that was creating this sound.
Hold on, here it is right here. I'm betting they have a link to this.
Is this like slowing Justin Bieber down 700% and coming up with an entirely different song? Is that the same thing?
Like an awesome trance album? So the thing is, here we go. So here's the bloop. And by the way, if you are not checking out Skeptoid, Skeptoid is legitimately one of my all-time favorite podcasts. They're short and sweet, and they cover all kinds of bizarre ideas with the most even-handed, fair assessment I've ever run across. It's amazing. But in this case, we'll do this. Here's the bloop. Bloop. And that's sped up, right?
Yeah, that's sped up quite a bit, because if you listen to the unaltered version, it maybe the unaltered version is a 60-second sound, and that's the short version. But yeah, when you listen to the long one, it goes on and on for quite some time.
Yes, this is the same one. Sped it up. Okay, all right, and then, all right. Oh man,
you should totally subscribe.
Newsletter.
And how do they know that this is like an ocean noise and not just?
Because they are microphones underwater.
Right. No, I get that, but it's like, doesn't lots of stuff just make noise? How is this?
Yes.
How is this fascinating?
The microphone is underwater. The medium that the sound is traveling through. Stop me if I get too technical. Is water.
No, I get that.
Let's get back to listening to other crap. Here's the bloop right there. Listen to that, right? And then you can hear the other one. Oh, maybe. All right, here's a humpback whale. That sounds pretty close to that bloop.
Yeah, well, they were saying that the reason why they were thinking that this might be some as yet undiscovered organic creature was that the sound was so loud and it traveled so far that it was perhaps created by something larger than we had ever discovered before. So it would be a creature even larger than a blue whale.
Well, for comparison, let's listen to a blue whale sound. God, I'm terrified of the ocean.
Don't start. I'm going on a cruise on Friday, so
Dude, enjoy the Kraken. All right, here's an Atlantic finback whale. All right, here's an Atlantic minke whale.
Here's a Russian submarine.
That crap is terrifying to me. Man,
here's
you know
James
what?
Cameron.
You know what would be great is if Twit had like some show that examined weird phenomenon, or like it should be like odd objects or something. That would be a great show on this network. Here's an earthquake.
Do they have a submarine with a caterpillar drive?
Here's here's a
just hear Russians singing.
Yeah. This is a ship going by. This says Julia. I don't know what this means.
It's just this poor girl
going like. Blah, 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 blah.
Is this still the bloop page, or is this just like things you hear underwater page?
Well, this is all for comparison, man.
Okay.
So I wasn't that excited about it until we started listening to other stuff.
Man, this is mysterious.
What was that?
I don't know. It said
Russians.
Sweep. They have Pink Floyd.
Mother. Can you even imagine being underwater and hearing that sound? Are you kidding me? That would be horrifying.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was the whole bloop thing. Was that people who were Lovecraft fans jokingly said, "Oh, it must be Cthulhu because it's in the same general part of the world." Although, if you look at the coordinates that are listed for Relia and the coordinates of where the bloop sound was picked up, they are not remotely close to each other. They're in the same ocean.
You just went full fanboy on that. That was crazy. All right, now what about,
wrote the articles on this.
I know. Explain this sound though.
That's
I think the bloop happens before the flush in
That's
that
a
case.
sound my dad makes.
You hear the bloop?
Yeah, that's a different bloop.
Yeah, the bloop happens before the flush.
Right.
Yes. Oh my God. So Justin says his thing says he'll be here in less than 4 minutes at this point.
Is he using Apple Maps?
Uh-oh.
He unfortunately is.
Uh-oh.
So here, you know what that means? That means you guys have to look at this. Here we
What's
go.
the deal with popcorn?
This is just showing
It's like pop, and it sure doesn't look like corn. And what's the deal with fishing? Who does that? You're just like sitting in the boat, doing nothing all day? And I hate stupid questions. Like this guy was like, "Is today Tuesday?" And I was like, "All day."
Bloop. Howdy.
nice.
I know.
Anyway, we haven't figured it out yet.
Did Justin make it there? Did I hear Justin?
Yeah, he's here.
Good, you saved us from more of these videos. I was about to play the taco one.
Boo, Earns.
That one kind of won me over.
It's pretty good. It starts off here. This is our previous favorite.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close tacos.
All right, now hold on. Now, what about now? The problem is not everyone likes this one, but some people like this one here, which unfortunately, like, take a look at this. It's just this. See, and that was just like vulgar and weird. But here's what I say. I say let's take we'll take this. We're gonna rewind it. We're gonna hit play, and then
It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos.
Oh, wow.
Tacos out in the street. Tacos, all you can eat. Lettuce and shells, cheese, meat. It's raining tacos. Yum, 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 yum. It's like a dream. Yum, 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 yum. Bring your sour cream. Oh, yes.
Shell, meat, lettuce, cheese, shell, meat, lettuce, cheese, shell, meat, cheese.
It's raining tacos. Raining tacos. Raining tacos. It's raining tacos. It's raining tacos. Raining tacos. Raining
there's that. So that happened. Justin, that's what happens when you show up late, sir.
Holy crap. Dude, I swear to God,
Plus me. McDonald's doesn't sell tacos, so
I'm just getting done. And by the way, for those of you playing Weibo Bingo, that is an A1 weirdest boner ever. That video. that is a Weibo. That's a Weebogie, as I like to call it. So yeah, no, I'm just getting done with being sick, which I think also might be confusing for actually still being sick. And I walked into what may or may not be a fever dream that may or may not be continuing.
Right on, man. I'll tell you what. What do you think of this right here? Did you get it?
Is that a priest and a rabbi?
It's a black guy, a priest, and a rabbi.
Are in a plane. Yeah. Stop me if you've heard this one.
Come on, man. It's amazing.
You're just gonna play it over and over.
I sure am, man.
Hey, I have a question. Who's switching the show?
I think maybe you should. What if Justin sat on the round table set, and then we had Jonathan call in, and you did avatars? Would that be a good idea?
That'd be great.
All right.
Except Leo doesn't want to use the round table set, but
can you do those virtual things that we just did?
And let me think.
How come All About Android gets to use the set?
Because it's a round table show.
Well,
Boom.
Boom. We could easily.
We're a hexagonal show.
Yeah, we could use the Ham Nation, or not Ham Nation, but Ham Corner, or we could throw up avatars in living room set.
Ugh, throw up avatars.
Or I could just switch, I guess. I don't know. You tell me.
Is the round table deal breaker?
No, it makes no difference. Like literally, this is where chill as can be.
Okay, cool.
Fonzie's here.
Let's do the living room set. That'd be best.
All right.
Cool.
So,
Since Leo has told us not to use the round table set.
it's raining tacos.
Cool. Then we will get that set up in just a second. Why is that all screwed up? We need an avatar living room set.
Oh, good God.
Wow.
I'll tell you what. This is going to be a fun episode, ladies and germs.
You sound terrible.
I sound like a pile of farts that were crystallized in an old Norwegian cave.
I'm sorry, that shouldn't have come up.
What happened to this?
Did you see what somebody sent in to me before? I don't even want to talk about it.
So, all right. I can just do... So, like, if we don't have current events trivia, I can just do that on the fly.
I think they had a selection here.
They do? Okay, because I saw things in the NSFW show that were like names and things. But if somebody can hit me up.
Give Justin a doc of the questions.
Can somebody dock me pay?
Yes.
Do you want to do
for showing up late?
We could just do headphone out.
Yeah, let's just headphone out a little soundboard. A dordle-bordle.
Tell me when you have that ready.
Trivia will be fun.
There once was a town that worked so hard.
Oh my God, what is this?
There was just no time for play. But that all changed on this one particular day.
That's terrible.
Yeah. That's it was a good pause there. Good pause.
I don't know. It's just. Oh God! I realized I've been typing my chat room comments into my homework. Yeah. God, they're daring me. That's very difficult.
Oh, come on, Brian, be the bigger man.
I want to, but they're daring me. It's so difficult. People are
Brian?
What?
Sorry, they were testing my mic.
Okay, all right.
Have we gone over what we're going to do? Or are we saving that?
Oh, no, not so much.
This is terrifying me.
It's,
Well, all right. How about this one, John? How about we go over an idea we had that we're not going to do?
No, we already
did
told me
go
about
over
the
that
Hitler.
one.
Did you write it? Yeah.
Man, you blew that? Oh, man, I was really excited. Then what if we pulled the old double reverse and we announced that we are doing it? John Strickland or Hitler begins tonight.
I told Brian it's not fair because I wrote how Mein Kampf works.
There we go.
So, I mean, technically, I kind of quoted him. So.
Relevant. It's relevant.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know. He wouldn't be able to.
I guess the joke would be that maybe it's even not even stuff that Hitler
the
wrote.
joke is that it
would just be like, hey, here's how oxygen works, and here's how fire trucks are dispatched, and then Jews are the root of all evil.
Right.
And we have to choose.
Yeah, I think the asking the man with the shaved head if he wrote the words that Hitler said. Man with a shaved head who lives in the South. Yeah, I can't see how this could go badly for me at all. Let's do it.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't know where that was. I'm sorry. Keep going.
No. Yeah, true story. There was a point where I was getting out of the car to go to the grocery store not too far from where I live, and a homeless guy walks up to me, and he introduces himself, and he's asking for money, and then he says, hey, man, I just thought I'd come up to you, because I could see you're a guy like me, skinhead. I'm like, well...
I'll tell you what, that's definitely something that sometimes I get in reverse, where people think I'm Indian. Like, so you get white supremacist thoughts, and I get like, hey, what's up with white people? They're the worst, aren't they? Not like us Indians. And
I see. Now I get where the reverse was. I was just wondering where the chart was where you saw the antonym.
Yeah.
Is Indian.
I mean, like anti-white racism.
Gotcha.
Which is always probably funnier than white racism. I think we're going to rank them. What's the funniest kind of racism? Jonathan Strickland of How Stuff Works.
Nice.
That's the best dance cutaway shot ever. The over-the-shoulder shot with the unused mic.
I like that the way I'm set up, it looks like I'm calling from the house in The Grudge.
It does. Wow. If you move your lighting, it makes it look like it's coming from that lamp.
I'm going to call this episode Last Skype Account on the Left.
Yeah, there's this Japanese girl with her hair all in her face. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I know. Why can't they comb their hair, the Japanese?
Okay, next time I'm in the West Coast, on the West Coast,
Yeah.
we do NSFW in an attempt to out-weird Japan. We do an American game show that's way weirder than any Japanese game show. We send it over to Japan.
So what do you think? All right. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and then we both say what we're thinking.
No, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. The name of the show is
Anal insertion. Were we the same? I didn't hear what you said.
Said anal insertion, and I said Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't feel like we're far away though.
No, you guys are rapidly approaching consensus.
A bridge over troubled water.
So in Atlanta, we have an improv show that's a fake Japanese game show called Samurai Davis Jr. and Dim Sum Super Happy Mega Fun Time Improv Comedy Show.
That's good. I like that one.
Yeah, and it's truly like a Japanese game show because the winners are not rewarded, the losers are punished.
Ah.
That makes me think that Anal Harbor is the right name for our show.
Anal Harbor. And they'll be like, no, but that's only what happens when you translate it into English.
Man, Anal Harbor is a crappy, crappy neighborhood.
Anal Harbor, yeah. It's been gentrified though. Anal Harbor. Now it's just called.
By the way, I said that I was ruder if you don't know.
That joke was going to be funny, and then it got really unfunny at my mouth. All right. Well, I'm not wearing shoes. I feel very weird right now. I'm not even going to lie. I thought I was done being sick, and then the terror of being late has put me in a very weird position, and this is going to be a very weird episode.
Did you not put on shoes because you were afraid?
No, I took them off because I'm being very weird right now. I don't know why.
Man, I have no shoes either. You put those.
Look at those adorable feet. You have adorable feet, Brian. I want to put them in ink and put them on crepe paper.
Doki 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 doki.
I'm almost positive that I crashed on the way to Petaluma. This is not real. I passed out of the wheel, and this is not actually what's happening. How is this a show? I was so glad my brother left before this.
Hold on. I'm going to see if I got...
Do we have booze here?
No.
Thank God.
No, we have lots of booze, no beer.
Oh, all right. It's good. No, it's better.
But luckily, Alex is going to go buy us.
No. If it was here, then it's fine. But otherwise, it's probably a bad idea. No. That was a self-destructive impulse.
By the way, I'm ready.
All right.
And you do have an ad.
We have a mention.
Right.
Yes.
A mention, exactly, which doesn't require a billboard.
No billboards. No billboard baggins.
Brian, are your feet okay?
Did Brian pull up lame? Did he get a burr in his saddle?
Looks like he's going after a corn.
What are you doing, Brian?
What?
You just got really... Oh, there we go.
The host tonight's show.
Oh, this is...
Hey, everybody, it's me, Lefty the Toe. And me, Rowdy the Toe.
That went from very awkward to hilarious pretty quickly.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is gonna be
and yet sliding back to awkward.
So here's a special story. I once drew little happy faces on the bottom of each of the toes on my right foot, and raised it slowly over the arm of the couch so I could wiggle my toes at my wife. And I said, "Happy toes." And she looked at me and said, "You're an idiot." And then I raised my left foot, which I drew sad faces on. And I said, "Sad toes." Special day. Hey, there I am.
Ben Franklin wants to point out that he has his hand on his pen 15 right now. All right, can we begin the show? Let's begin the show.
Are you sure we haven't begun?
I don't know whether or not that's supposed to be on Brian's foot or if it's the best sensor bar ever.
I sincerely want to do an entire show with nothing but my feet puppeteering. It would be amazing.
You're just...
Hey, where are the white women at?
You're just...
What is going on? Hold on. The TriCaster just now.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Hold on. There we go. I just retweeted Bill Meeks, who said, "And this is why I watch NSFW show with Sherwood and Justin R. Young." All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let us do it.
Yeah. Everything cool?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Are we recording?
Yes, we are recording. Sorry, that was over the thing. Restart.
Damn it, Chad!
Restart.
Bob, come here. Bob! Jesus, Bob, you dickhead.
And just like that, that means it is go time.